Okay, and we're a couple hours later, up for round 4 of the day. And this is yet another one that Dan sent me. It's another Chinense paper lantern habanero. It's a very nice looking pod. Kind of looks like it's vaguely related to the Dshlogg. It's got that triangular shape, indented walls, elongated. No bumpiness, but that's usually a hallmark of the super hots. I don't know if it's because of the polarity of the molecules of capsaicin and it affects the way the cellular structure aggregates, but it's definitely with the super hots that you always see that mottled appearance. So, in any case, we're going to cut this open after I pop the stem off here. So, cut it open and we'll see what's going on. Very crisp pod. And the seed fell off right off the bat. And I'll just put that right in there. Yeah, it smells about the same neighborhood as the Caribbean red habanero, red fatale, red Congo, that kind of stuff. The most red Chinense, other than the super hots, I've found to taste vaguely similar. They all have their little bit differences. Some are more fruity, some are more like a musky, heady kind of taste. Some of them are a little more florally. Some are sweeter than others, some are more tangy. So, I mean, there's all differences, but overall essential flavors tend to be fairly similar in that it's a fruit. People say citrusy hints. I guess I can understand that with these ones a little bit, but not quite as much as fatale and whatnot. And also they tend to be... I don't know how to describe it. It's somewhat similar to some annuums. It's like a cherry-like hint, like a cherry candy, but not exactly the same. So yeah, we're going to take the seeds out, and I'll be back at you guys shortly. Alright, we're back. Here's the after shot. You can see it's a fairly thick wall. I mean, not the thickest Chinense flesh I've ever seen, but we'll say medium thick. Alright, so paper lantern habanero. It's very sweet. Very tangy. I can already feel like a black peppery tingle just dancing all over on my tongue. Almost that annuum apple-like hint to it, more so than some of the other reds. Kicking up a little bit in the throat. Mouth is just moderately so. We'll see as it builds. Alright, so yeah, good solid heat so far. It's not overwhelming. I'd say, at least so far, it's milder than a habanero. I'd put it 100,000 or so. Maybe a little bit lower than that. We'll see as it builds if it approaches that mark, but tingling all over on the tongue. Solid build. A little bit of flushing in the face I can feel. Lingering aftertaste, so it's not hot enough that it dulls taste buds. Oh, I had a flake of it go pass over the back of my throat. Lips are glowing a bit. Over on the roof of the mouth a little bit too. A little bit of a burn in the throat. Not all that much though. Slowly building though. To encompass, it's pretty much whole inside of the mouth. Fairly even coating warmth so far. Good burn. Trail a little bit going down into the stomach, but not hitting the stomach itself. I had 3 pieces of peanut butter toast about an hour ago maybe. To try and compensate, because I had that fatale mess my stomach up earlier after 2 relatively mild ones before it, so just hadn't had the appropriate buffering agents added to the contents of my stomach. So I figured that was a good start with 3 pieces of toast. So it's building up a little bit more. It's not all that warm though. I'd maybe 100,000. I might even put this one a little bit under 100,000. It's got a good solid burn. It's not absent, but it's kind of weird to gauge with the different species of peppers because the Scoville ratings might reflect total capsaicin content, but the specific molecules of capsaicinoids, the specific chemical agents in each species varies. They're not all the exact same. I think I don't remember exactly how many chemicals there are in the capsaicin family that are present in varying quantities in each of the species of peppers, which contributes to different pain receptors being activated in your mouth, throat, and stomach and whatnot. And so say there might be I could take one in each species and have it tested at 100,000 Scoville units, but it's not necessarily going to feel as hot depending on which species you go with. Annuums at 100,000 Scoville units are a really intense throb. And this one, as a chinense, I would say is a little more even coating with the little twinkles. It's more of a pleasant warmth, so it's not quite as overwhelming. Yeah, that was a really good one though. It's slowly tapering off. It's got a good even little tickle in the throat, lips, gums, roof of the mouth, tongue, and underside. So it's not too heavy in one given area. If I were to sit here, I could probably say, like in the throat, just a faint twinge more noticeable, or the lips maybe, but it's pretty much even coating. So yeah, paper lantern habanero. That might be the first time I ever tried one of those. I don't think I have had one before. I have seeds for one that I've gotten from at least one person online here, but I don't think I've ever tried a fresh pod. So yeah, thank you, Dan, for sending me that one. That was another awesome one in the books. And thanks, guys, for watching. I'll be coming back at you again, of course. I got a lot more lined up here. And see you soon. Bye-bye.